I'm Farid Yaker. I'm from UNEP, United Nations Environment Programme, and I work with the Division of Technology, Industry and Economics, and I'm in charge of sustainable public procurement. Well, UNEP is a key actor in the fight against climate change, and we are organizing this COP21 event through the UN Framework Convention for Climate Change, against climate change, and we have also a number of teams that are working, trying to bring solutions to mitigate and also make sure that we have the best adaptation to climate change. So my primary objective is really to bring forward, to highlight the role that public procurement and sustainable public procurement can play in mitigating climate change and reducing greenhouse gases emissions. If we purchase better products that are less carbon intensive, then we can really have a great impact on the emissions. Governments purchase between 15 and 25% of GDP. The part of public procurement is a high proportion of GDP, so they really have an opportunity to drive changes in terms of what are the products that the market will produce, make sure that they are greener products and that they have a lesser impact on climate change. For example, a vehicle, if governments start purchasing cleaner vehicles, and they have such a vast purchasing power that it will make a difference. If they start buying a service like mobility instead of vehicles, it's even better. So we're trying to put forward solutions to make sure that governments have a decreased or lower carbon footprint, and we believe that this can make quite a difference. We're leading a program with ICLE and KT, the Korean Environmental Agency, which is called the Sustainable Public Procurement of the 10-year framework programs on sustainable consumption and production patterns. This was a major program that was approved at Rio+20, and it's really a major effort of the international community to shift towards more sustainable production and consumption patterns. And we're focusing on sustainable public procurement, trying to put together, to build a network of practitioners and policymakers on sustainable public procurement. And this is really starting to grow now and to take momentum. And we now have 85 partners all around the world coming from different types of organizations. And we're working on already trying to address this question of climate change. So we have a group that has worked on the impacts of how we can measure the impacts of sustainable public procurement with respect to climate change. And so we just had a meeting in Seoul 2 weeks ago, and we have produced a declaration, and we hope to use this COP21 as really in order to showcase and highlight the role of climate change, public procurement to mitigate climate change. And this declaration hopefully will be our vehicle to make our ideas heard and really sensibilize the decision makers on this issue. We're releasing a study on how we can measure SPP impact on sustainable development. We're doing it today, so this will be a study that will be released. How we can, because decision makers need to be able to adopt sustainable public procurement, but they need to measure the impact of these policies in terms of what are the reduction of greenhouse gases, how many green jobs were created, resource efficiency, etc. So we're releasing this report today. So the next step will be to make sure that it's well disseminated, that we get a full coverage, and that we can improve the framework of measurement in the future, and that we have the best coordination between all the players to ensure that sustainable public procurement is taken seriously and is really taken as a full policy objective in order as really an efficient and effective tool to mitigate climate change. So this will be our roadmap, and we're determined to be fully active in that. challenge will be to convince our constituencies, and the opportunity is that climate change is becoming a major topic, an important topic, especially with this conference. We hope that there will be a strong agreement, and hence a need to mobilize all the tools that can support the achievement of the objectives, and we believe that public procurement can be one of these tools and can play a major role towards achieving the objectives. So this is the opportunity, and this will help us mobilize even more partners towards that goal.